Hi, sunshines. How art thou? How art thou? How art thou? What is going on? What is going on? It's crazy how I had to go outside really quick to get something for the little boy to eat. And when I went outside, it was nice, just a little humid, but it was nice. Then the next thing you know, it's like gray, like gray, like it got so dark in here, and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's so dark. I don't know if anybody's gonna be able to see me. I don't know what to do. And then I had to put all these lights around because it was just so dark. And then all of a sudden, it's sunny. It only rained for literally 1 minute. That's it. 1 minute. Guys, I gotta have my water. I gotta have my water. How art thou? How art thou? So I guess there's a lot of people that want to learn how to do Tunisian crochet. So, um, let's get this party started. Let's get this party started now. I I always ask for how am I doing? I always ask for constructive criticism. Do I need to change this? Do I need to change that? Because I'm always changing something, trying to make something right, trying to, you know, always doing something, trying to make things better, right? I asked one particular lady, really nice, sweet older lady, and she said, because I said, what do you think? Do you think I'm doing very well? Do you think I need to do something else? Do you think I need to do something different? And she said, no, you're doing pretty well. You're doing actually better than I thought. I even love your nails. I'm like, thank you. She said, yeah, I love your nails. They're not done. My nails are not done. She said, no, but they're nice. Okay. Okay. Thank you. I appreciate that. She's like, yeah, they're really clean. Thank you. What about the techniques? Did you listen to anything that I'm trying to teach? Any messages? Yeah, but it's good to have good nails. That means that they're clean. You're washing your hands. So I say, you know what? Exactly what I spoke about the other day. Yesterday, Monday, Mentor Monday. Your backgrounds need to be clean. Your nails need to be clean too if you're going to crochet online, because apparently people are looking at that as well. I didn't even think about it. It's just natural. You wash your hands, right? Put lotion on after you wash your hands. I guess everybody don't do that because she was really, really, really fascinated over my hands. Yeah. And the crazy thing is, I don't even like my hands. So now she got me staring at my hands now. It's just crazy with the focal point of what people look at. It's just crazy, obsessive, but okay. So I'm going to run down to you some things that we need to know before we even start Tunisian crochet. Hi, how art thou? Oh, my ladies are on here. Shorty Red, you had said something yesterday and I tried to respond, but I couldn't because when you're off live, you can't chat on the live chat anymore. Shorty Red, you wanted some graphs. Email me, or if you're in the group, Graphghansandtherestless, someone would definitely reach you. Hi, Lynn. Hi, Stacy. Ladybug Lover. Gigi Crochet Queen. Laverne. How art thou? Mama J. Way. BZ Peach. BZ Peach. Are you on here twice? Dory and Carol and Reed. How art thou? How art thou? How art thou? I know it's more of you guys up here, but all right. So I just want to run down some of the non fun stuff, and it was very important that I had the research that I did a while back, and I had to go back on my own notes because I did this class like 3 times before. Well, I did an actual class. And I did it like 3 times previously. So I had to go back into my notes and say, okay, you know, and like, again, constructive criticism. I asked the class, what do you think I should do? What, you know, asking those questions, and boom, I was able to go back into my notes and find out what I didn't do with them and what I would need to do now. So that is the great thing about journaling. That's the great thing about keeping everything, okay? Mentor Monday, keep everything. I was able to go back, didn't have to start over, anything. It's just a repetition. And then you learn something new every single time you do it, which is extremely great. So, okay, first, Tunisian crochet is so fun. I really think that Tunisian crochet would be my go-to thing if it didn't hurt my thumb. So there are ways to fix that. There's ways that you can minimize that. There's different ways, just like crocheting. So it's almost like knit, and that's the reason why I love it, love it, love it, love it so much, because I want to knit, but I want to knit fast, and I can't knit fast. I can only knit real slow. So if I want a sweater, yeah, that's not going to take me no couple of days like it is with the with crochet. It's going to take me maybe a year because I'm really, really, really slow at knit. But with Tunisian crochet, I am good at it, and I am quick at it. And I've been doing Tunisian crochet now for 5 years now. So you have to also understand, I'm still a baby in this. I'm a baby in Tunisian crochet and crochet. I just started in my 30s. I just started crocheting, period, in my 30s. The thing is, when my mind is turning, my mind wants me to keep going, I go for what I love and what I want. So that's why I did that. This is beautiful. The stitching is beautiful. Yes, you can do my graphs with Tunisian crochet. My graphs, you can use with anything you want. You can use it with knit. You can use it with C2C. You can use it with whatever you want to use it for. The thing about it is, Tunisian just comes out so much better. So as you see, it's like beautiful. So this is my sample. I always keep this sample, so when someone asks me, how do your bag look? How big is your bag if you want a tote bag or something like that? And this is something that I had made because it was an order and I kind of messed it up. So from my sister Gail, I learned to keep your stuff. Don't take it apart. Don't frog it. Keep it, because you can use that as samples. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that great? You keep it as samples. So this is what I keep as a sample. So when someone asks me, how large is it? How does it look? Can you do this? Can you do that? And this is what I use to tell them. So this is an AKA, and this is the size of the bag, if you can see. It's the size of the bag. It's fairly large, and I made a couple of tote bags for my sister and her friends. So if you follow me, you probably have saw it, and it came out way better than I thought. So the order that I had was, I was just going to do regular single crochet, and I thought about it. Maximize your money. See, regular crochet, okay, but if I did it in Tunisian crochet and it looks knitted and more professional, I can maximize my dollar. So instead of charging 80, I could charge like maybe 100. And that's exactly what happened. So I was able to knock out at least, I think I did 4. So I was able to knock out at least 4 of these and made a good amount of money. The thing about it is, it's so fun. It's fun to me. It's fun. The thing about it, like I said, is the thumb. So here are my hooks. The only thing I have missing is the one with the cord, and the only reason why that is missing is because it's packed. I'm moving, guys. I'm moving. So I had to pack some things, and the things that I wasn't using right away, I packed, and then I remembered I'm doing a class, and I was not going in that box. It's already sealed, and I'm not doing it. So what I have is just like a regular crochet hook. It has the sizes. So this one is the J hook, and this is actually something I had bought off a Wish. And I noticed that it's way different. It's way different. It's not like this one right here is the boy. So this is the one that I originally had, and one of my first ones. So my crochet mentor bought me all of my Afghan hooks, all of them. So it's Afghan hooks and Tunisian hooks. You could use either or. That's what they call it. So if you wanted to look it up and purchase the hooks, you could put in Afghan hooks or Tunisian hooks. It's also called the Afghan stitch. So maybe that's why they call it the Afghan hook. So if you wanted to look up something that is relatively related, Afghan is Afghan, what is it? Afghan stitch. Yeah, that's what it is. But today we're going to learn the simple stitch, which is Tunisian simple stitch, and I'm going to show you how to do colors. I'm not going to do Graphghan today. I will do that next week. But at least if you learn how to do colors, changing the colors, you should be on the road to doing the hard stuff next week when we go to part 2. I just bought this one. This one is a little larger. This one is, oh wait, this one is I, not J. This one is an I, and this one is J. The reason why I bought the J one, and I literally just bought it not too long ago, maybe like 4 months ago, I only bought it because I wanted to use something a little bit thicker for some of the things that I crochet. And I noticed that when I do my scarves, I only do Tunisian. When I do my tote bags, I only do Tunisian. So I realized that if I can go up a size, that can help me speed up a little bit more. That's why I did it. I want to cheat a little bit. Another thing is I have RA. And because I have RA, I get a lot of pain in my hands and a lot of pain in this thumb. Because when you are crocheting, well, Tunisian crocheting, you're literally going front and back, and you're just going back and forth, back and forth. There's no turnations. No, no, no. So that's the great part about it. That means what? No tangled string. So if you don't want to use any bobbins, just let it hang, right? We just like to let it hang. When you're in the house, let it hang. So don't worry about bobbins. If you want bobbins, use bobbins. Gail is going to tell you she has to have bobbins. But I'm going to tell you, you don't need them with Tunisian crochet because it just hangs. And then you don't have to turn your work because you're just going in one single line. That's it. It's a little what you call it, like how knit, it gets kind of wrinkled like this. It gets curly. That's what it is. It gets kind of curly. And what the trick that everyone says to do is, and even the ones that do nothing but Tunisian crochet, they tell you to use a larger hook. So when you first start and you first do your Tunisian crochet, you're gonna use a larger hook. And I would say go up like 2 sizes. So if I use this J, I'll probably go down to H. If you have it. If you don't have it, don't go crazy. Don't go crazy. Because I only do my scarves and my tote bags with Tunisian crochet, I don't have a whole lot of sizes. There's no need to have them. I do have the cord because, again, that was bought for me by my crochet mentor. She wanted me to have all the sizes and all the different types. And because I was always making blankets, I guess she thought I was going to make a blanket with it. And yeah, I got nervous, I got scared, and I couldn't do it. So I never did a blanket. but I did many scarves. I probably did at least 50 scarves. And like I said, I did 5 tote bags. And I did a couple of other little small things with Tunisian crochet because I taught myself how to increase and decrease and making a hat. So I was teaching myself how to do other things besides just that, because I want to do Graphghanning with just about everything. I'm turning everything into Graphghanning. So yeah, that's it. That's just basically it with that part, which is the bad part, the not fun part. And you just need to know about your hooks. You need to understand that it depending on your tension, it may hurt your thumb. So there are like different exercises that they have out there, like you know, moving your thumb a little bit. Well, when I first started, I would do this a lot just to relax my thumb. I would do that a lot. And then I realized that they had gloves. So I bought the gloves, and it was like $48 gloves. And I said, okay, this is going to help because I have arthritis and I have RA, and this is going to help me. And bam, it did not do nothing. It was like having a pair of what you call those little tiny magic gloves, the little tiny ones that look like kids, but it stretch up to adults. It was like that. And then it had like a little snatch at the bottom, and it made it look so professional that I thought spending $48 for it was pretty good. And then I was disappointed because I still had the same thumb issue, and it didn't work. It didn't work at all. So yeah, that I don't even know where that's at. Probably in the garbage now. I have no idea. So I wasted $50 on it. But what saved my life was Gail. My sister saved my life. She put a handle on it. This changed the game for Tunisian crochet and me. This handle saved my life. I actually need to get a new one because now it's just hanging. It's like wiggling. I can't do it myself though. So I bought my own hook, and this is the one I bought. And I bought my own handle, and because she showed me hers. So when I did that, I said, I'm gonna do it myself. Then I'm trying to put it on, and this cap is on here. So I couldn't do it. So I'm like, Gail, how did you do it? She said, oh, just take it off. How? You don't understand what I did to this thing to get that on there. It's still to this day it's bent. I don't know if you can see it, but it's a curvaration in here. It's a curve. The curve is here. I was hammering. I was going like this, and it still did not come off. Like, I don't know what she did, but she said that hers came off really simple. So what she did was she bought one, and she bought another handle, and she just did it herself for me and mailed it to me. So that's how I have this. So I cherish this. I had this for the whole entire 5 years that I've been using Tunisian crochet. I have not used anything else, only this. Like, I don't think you can see it, but it has been used and abused. It really did. I need another one actually. And lately, the one that we thought was going to be the best thing in the world, because furrow is one of our hooks it's like our go-to hook besides the clover. So we said when furrow got their Tunisian hooks, get it. And we got it. And I never used it. And she never used hers because we got scared. It's so thin. It's so thin. I'm so scared to use it. I've never used it before because I'm so scared. So, word of advice, if you use the Tunisian one, I would use it with something thin. So if you're going to make something really, really, really thin, this is great for that. It's so light, so it may not be a problem. So I did use it once, but I can't do it with my scarves. I tried. It's just not a great idea. But I can definitely see using this for something with like thin yarn, maybe sock yarn or something like that. This would actually be great to use for that. But I'm not making socks with Tunisian crochet because I'm just not doing that. So unless I can make a Graphghan with it. If I can make a Graphghan with that, changing the game again. Don't underestimate me. I will make a sock with a Graphghan. I will do it. I will do it. Okay, so let's get this going. Let's get this party started. I'm gonna show you how to cast on. We know how to do that, but I'm gonna show you. Not the curvaration. I should have never saw that. Now that's all I'm gonna think about. Busy Peach. That's all I'm gonna think about now. The curvaration. I'm gonna have to hide this now because all I'm gonna think about is the curvaration of the situation. The curvaration of the situation is, yeah. So I am going to do the cast on, which, like I said, we should know how to do that, but I'm going to do it from start to finish. And if you want, you could try, even if you don't have the hooks. This is what I used to use in the beginning, just to practice, not to do anything. Blurry. Am I blurry? Am I lagging? Tell me not. Please tell me not. Please. I hope not. You don't understand what I'm trying to do in this thing. I'm so sick of this. You don't understand how sick I am with this daggone thing. It says a little bit blurry. It is a little bit blurry. It's not just you. I wonder why. I don't know why. You know what? Maybe because I had turned it all the way. I did. I'm sorry. I did. I thought I was doing something good, but I didn't do anything good. I'm sorry. I apologize. I did do something. I turned it all the way down. Is it better? Let's see if it's a little better. I'm not going to use this camera, so don't worry about it. I'm not using this camera for the pictures, but don't worry about it. That's crazy. Why is that happening? It's always something. No matter what, it's always something. And I bought an Ethernet card. I bought the cord to put it up there so it's not using Wi-Fi. I'm using StreamYard and not OBS. And I changed it all the way down to the resolution so that, I don't know. I don't know what else to do. I don't know. But the other camera should be on point. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe I should use the other camera. I got two of them. It's just so much. I didn't have none of these problems with Facebook. None. This is crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. I had no problems with it. But it's okay. It's all right. We're going to get it together because I have an office now. And before I start this, Joann's is having crafters. It's a black sewers and black crafters. If you heard, get on that. If you didn't hear, I already joined. I will upload my video later on this weekend. I sent everything to them, but you got to do it because that's $100,000. $100,000 for a sewer or a crafter. So it's on Joann's.com. Go to Joann.com. I'm always on Joann.com. So I saw it like over a month ago. But do it because you could use $100,000. I know you could. You could use $100,000. I know I could. You ready? You ready? Let's get this started. All right, so let's get this started, right? Okay, so I'm going to use my hook. I'm going to use this one because that is familiar to me. And that is the eye. That's the eye hook. So if you want, like I said, you could use your regular hooks. I would use two different ones. I would start with a large one and then use also a one underneath. So this one is K. This one is K, and this one is J. So if you want to do that, you can do that if you want. It's up to you. And so can you guys see this? Is this okay? Let me know if it's not, and I will try to see if I can change it a little bit. But this camera should be better. This camera is an actual camcorder. So yeah, so if you don't have the Tunisian hook, you could use your regular hooks until you can get one. That's what I did in the beginning. And this when I did it in the beginning, I only did like maybe 5 to 6 just to get the party started. And that's how I would do like a whole long strip just so that I can get it going a little bit and get a nice flow. And once I got it to where I needed to get, then I was able to start doing my own crocheting. So it's up to you. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Any questions before I start? Let me make sure. How often do you use clover or curl hooks? I use clover all the time. All the time. I use clover. I use furrow hooks maybe 75% of the time, if depending on where I'm at and what I'm making. But clover, I would say 90% of the time. And furrow, I would use maybe 10%. How many rolls with the larger one before going to the smaller hook? Man, aren't you going a little bit speedy, Gonzalez? You're going a little bit too fast for me, love. Let's calm down. Let's get it going first. Let's start this. I know you know how to do it. You know how to do this. Let's get this going a little bit first. So I am going to use where is it? I just had it. Where is it? I'm going to use my K. I'm going to start it off with my K hook, and then I am going to use my regular Tunisian hook right here. So I'm going to do 10. If you want to follow me, you can. And we're just going to do the regular slip knot and do 10 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay? Now, the beauty of Tunisian crochet, you don't really have to worry about going up the stairs on another chain. Okay? You don't have to worry about that too much. This right here, this loop right here that's already on your hook, that will be your chain, and you will count that. That is what you're going to count. So don't worry about doing the extra one, because this one is already there for you. So I go in the bumps. I like to go in the bumps in the back, whether I'm doing Tunisian or regular crochet. Is just how I was always taught. And I was taught by the professionals. I was taught by the professionals. So I will do the next bump. Go into that next bump. Don't go into the first one, because the first one is counted right here. So we go into the next one. Now, the reason why they say use a larger hook is because the larger hook It's supposed to help it so that it doesn't curl a lot. So as you see, I pulled up a loop. That's all I did. Pulled up a loop. That's it. You got 2 on your hook. I'm going again. Go into the bump, yarn over, pull up a loop. That's it. Got 3 on the hook. Go in again. I can't stand foundation. It's like that foundation is like one of the hardest things ever. I don't know why. All right, so now I got 4 on the hook. And you just keep going until you get to the very last one. And you do not do like as if you had a single crochet or something like that. You do not yarn over and pull through at all. All you're doing is going in, pull up a loop, and leave it there. You're going in, pull up a loop, leave it there. Now that can tell you why these hooks are so long, because you are all of your work is going to be on the hook. Okay, so I'm going again. I'm going slow. I'm trying to go as slow as possible so you can see what I'm doing. One, two, three, four, five, six. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, and 10. So because I'm using this hook, it's a little hard because this part right here. But because I'm not going too far off, I still use it just for this sample. Okay, so now you should have 10 on your hook. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. You have 10. The next thing we need to do is go back. So right now, this is your foundation, and we just picking up our chains, and it's called forward pass. So we went to the forward pass. Now we need to go to the back, reverse pass. Return is really return pass. So we're going to yarn over and pull through 1. That's it. When you pull through that 1, do not tighten it. You do not want to tighten that because this is, you just made your chain for this side. So your chain on this side do not want to be tight. You want it to be as loose as possible. All right. Now, the next ones after that this one chain that you did it 1 time, after that one, you're going to yarn over and pull through 2. So you're going to pull through 2 and then yarn over, pull through 2. And that's what you're going to continue doing. Yarn over and pull through 2. Yarn over and pull through 2. And you're going to continue doing that until you are done. Yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over, pull through 2. As you can see, you are going 1 at a time, even though you was you're yarning over and pulling through it 2 at a time, but you're doing it 1 at a time. Okay. All right. What are the 2 Tunisian hooks need to have if I'm just starting? You could look under in Amazon. You could go to Amazon and look up Afghan hooks or Tunisian hooks, and you could look up the for the size I, which is the same size as the crochet hook. It's the same size. So if you wanted to say, you wanted a 5 millimeter or 6 millimeter. It's the same exact size. And I would get maybe two. That would be the one that you start off with, and then the one that you're going to use for your whole entire project. Okay, that's it. So I changed over to my hook now. I usually would do it at least 2, maybe 3 rows with the larger hook. Actually, I keep forgetting I already do have a larger hook. Duh. I do have a larger hook. I bought it for this purpose. Okay. So I would do it to answer your question, Celeste, I do it at least 3 rows. Or 5. Honestly, I was always told 5. But the reason why I do it for maybe 3 rows, sometimes if I'm in the mood and I just want to keep going, I will go up to 5. But sometimes I do it for the first 3 rows because I steam mines. I use a steamer and I would steam it. So sometimes I really honestly don't even have to change hooks because I would steam it. But to each his own, and it's your preference. I prefer to steam it. That's what I prefer. But if you want to go up a size larger and then go back down, that can minimize your curling, but it's not going to completely stop your curling. So I steam it, and what I do is I steam it in the beginning. So like the first 10 rows, I would steam it, and when I steam it, the curl kind of goes away, and then I keep on going. It starts curling back again. So I would steam it like maybe every like 25 rows, just a little bit, not pressing hard on your steamer, just a little bit. Okay, so as you can see, we just completed our foundation row for our Tunisian crochet. Yay! Okay, all right. So now we need to go and do our first floor. I'm going to talk to you like I talk to little kids on Sunday when I do my how to crochet class. So now we need to go to the first floor because this is the basement. So this is the basement. We need to go to the first floor. So in crochet, in order to go to your next row, what do? We do a turning chain, right? Well, with this is your turning chain. It's already on there. So when I teach you how to do Graphghan next week, this is going to be beneficial. That one right there, you're going to need to understand that one right there and the chain right here. You need to understand those are counted in my graphs. Okay? I'm not going to confuse you anymore. Okay. You know I had to drink some water, right? I have to drink some water. Okay, so as you can see, your foundation looks pretty good. It should look neat, nice and neat. Yes, steam, BB. Yes, 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 steam. We will talk about that in a few. Not right now. Not now. No. So, as you can see, we have the vertical lines. We made some vertical lines on here. And the vertical lines is the amount of stitches that we need. So we did 10 of the stitches, your Tunisian simple stitch. You did 10 of them. Well, you're going to have 10 of these vertical lines. Actually, you got to count your chains at the end too. So just be careful with that, because that's what I had a problem with in the beginning. I was not counting the chains at the end, and I would mess up tremendously. But again, like I told you, I crochet and graph, and I graph and crochet, because when I make my graphs, I want my graphs to complement my crochet. So That's how I learned I was not doing it the right way, because I would graph something, I would crochet it. Then I would crochet something, then I would graph it. And then I would do it again over and over until I realized why I was getting the stitches that I was getting, why I kept, it was turning, it was getting shorter. It was a mess. But I am so glad that I have the patience and the gift to research and keep going and don't stop. Right, Busy Bee? I don't stop. I keep going. I just keep going. Okay, so right here we have our chain. This is our first one. We're going to count that. So we're going to say 1. Then you're going to go into the next vertical. Let me see if you can see better. Okay, so now we're going into the next vertical line. And then we're going to yarn over and pull through 1. And then we're going to go into the next vertical one. Go underneath there, yarn over, and pull up a loop. So now you got 3 on your hook. And then you're going to go into the next one. You're going to go into each vertical line, and you're going to pull up a loop. You're going to go in, yarn over, pull that yarn back to your heart, ladies. Go right through that line. And now you got 5 on your hook. Okay? All right? Go back in there. Go in there. Go back in there. You go ahead and you pull that hook away from your heart. Yarn over. Pull it back to your heart. Yes. And go through that line. Yes, yes, yes. So now you got 6 on your hook. Okay? Now we're going to go back in there. We're going to go and yarn over, pull that hook to your heart and go through 7. Go back in there, yarn over, pull through 8. Go in there, yarn over, pull through 9. Okay, so now we get to the last one. This is the one I don't like. This one is not my friend all the time, because if you do what I said don't do, and that is when you make that when you do your yarn over and you pull through that first one and you do it too tight, this is what's going to have the problem. So what you need to do is you need to put your hook in both of the stitches at the end. I can't stand this part. Sometimes it's like so easy and sometimes it's super duper hard. So as you see, I was able to do it, and I think I was so dramatic because it wasn't even hard. I was just being dramatic. Okay, so they're both in there. They're both here. You got your V on top. And I have a little trick because divas don't weave. I don't weave, guys. I don't weave. I don't like that. I don't do that. I try to minimize my weaving. So I take my tail and wrap it around my hook like that. That's it. Nothing else. Just wrap it around there like that one time. And then I yarn over and pull through that stitch. Oh, wait. I'm sorry. Oh my gosh. I can't believe I did that. I forgot to put the battery in my laptop. Sorry. I'm wondering why it started getting darker. Okay, I apologize. I'll do that over for you. I do apologize. Okay. All right. Let's go back. We need to get our hook into here, and we need to make sure that you're going through both. Okay. So you're gonna push through there. Okay, I didn't need to be dramatic that time because it really did go through real easy. Okay. I'm gonna yarn over, but no, I'm gonna do my little trick so I don't have to weave, and I'm going to put my yarn over the hook. I do that because basically I am going to carry that end of the yarn up the side of my chain. Okay, that's what I'm doing. Don't ask, because that's what I'm doing. I answered before you asked. Okay, so we're going to go yarn over and pull through that stitch and yarn over, pull through 1. And like I said, do not because in the beginning I used to tug on it tight, like my mom said. When I crochet, I crochet like I'm fighting because I'm like going like this and pulling and tugging. Yeah, so don't do that. Don't do what I used to do and fight with my yarn and hook, because they're not fighting with you. They just want to play. That's all. So now we're going through two. After you did that one, you're going through two. So now we're going to do our return pass. And now you're going to yarn over and pull through two, yarn over, pull through two, yarn over, pull through two, and yarn over, pull through two, all the way down and complete your return pass. This is completing your return pass for the first row. Sorry, I know you guys are not kids. Eli, is that? Oh no. Sorry. That was so dramatic. I'm getting sorry. I know, right? You know what? Yeah. My son is so smart. He's so smart. I said, I'm getting hot in here. I had to mute because I ain't want y'all to hear me say it, but I'm getting hot. Is the air on? He's like, yeah, it's probably all that light. Yes, you're right. It is all the light. I needed a lot of light. Come on. You guys gotta see, right? Annette, why can't you see my hands? Oh man, I see my. Oh, you mean when I when it went black? Oh, that was only because I was changing it. I was changing it. That's why when it went black. Don't scare me like that. Don't scare me like that. Okay, so that's how you do your Tunisian crochet. We're gonna do a couple of more so that you can see how we do it, and then we're gonna do some we're gonna do. I was on here for an hour already. Jeez, what was I doing for an hour? Okay, so now here we go. Let me move the camera down a little bit more so you can see. Is that good for you, Anat? Is that good for you, my love? I hope I said number one. That is your chain. Do not do anything to it. That is your turning chain, okay? All right, so now we're going to go into the first vertical stitch, yarn over, pull through one. Go into the next one, yarn over, pull through the next one, and you're just going to keep going, the same thing. And this is how you're going to continue all the way to the top, all the way up. You're going to continue in this fashion. You're going to do your forward pass and then your return pass. And that is Tunisian crochet, ladies. I would just be careful with this thing at the end because this gave me so many problems in the past. This right here, this little thing right here, I like it to look nice and pretty. So make sure you go through both. Maximize your dollars. Maximize your quality. You do not want Bradley's. You want Saks Fifth Ave. Oh, I'm sorry. Not everybody know what Bradley's is. You don't want Woolworth or Kmart. You want Saks. Everybody know what Saks is, right? Louis Vuitton, not Payless. Okay. So you going in both. You got that? The V. Got it? Okay. Now, what we're going to do is take this and go over your hook. Over. Like that. Over. Once you do that, yarn over and pull through that first chain. Yarn over and pull through one. That's it. Now, you're going to yarn over and pull through both of them. Not all of them. Pull through two. Pull through two. pull through 2, and pull through 2. And you're going to keep on going until you get to the end. Okay, so I made it to the second floor. Okay, so we did our foundation, we did the first, we did the second. I'm going to do one more row before I change the hook. I'm going to use this one for this last row, and then I'm going to change it to the one that I use all the time. Any questions? So on the return pass, you pull through 1 first, then pull through 2. Yes, my love. You pull through 1, then pull through 2. Pull through 1, pull through 2. Then you go pull through 2, pull through 2, pull through 2, pull through 2. So you do the 1, and then the rest is 2. And then the rest is history. And that's all. So your chain, like I said, will be that last one and this first one that's on the hook right here. That's your chain, and this is your chain right here. Okay, so it's not like the chain on a regular crochet, because for some reason I have problems with that too. In the beginning, not no more, but in the beginning I used to always get confused with those chains. Those chains always confused me. So how I teach my class with the kids, I just basically tell them first floor, second floor, and when they have to add it and whatever. Okay, I need some wateration. I had to get some wateration. Okay, so now let me complete the third floor. I don't know why I keep saying that. You guys are not kids. Oh my gosh. I have to I have to learn how to separate the two. Okay. So this is how I go, and then I get into my little rhythm. I can't really get into my rhythm yet because this is a really big hook for me, and this is actually the very first time I'm using it. I've never used it before. I actually just took it out the box today just to show you because I never even used it. Okay, so this thing at the end, I don't understand why I'm so dramatic with it because it's really going through real simple and easy. Okay, so now I'm going to put my tail over the hook. You could put it over this way or the other way, it don't matter as long as you're putting it over your hook, because when you put it over your hook you're carrying it up and you do not have to weave it in. That is what divas do. Divas do not weave, or at least do not weave 1,000 stitches like I see some people do. I don't understand how you guys do it, man. I don't understand it. I think the most I ever did was maybe 10. Maybe 10. I mean, I think that's too many. 10 is actually too many. But yeah, in a blanket of maybe 200 by 200, I think I did maybe 10. And you know, all my blankets are Graphghans. So a 200 by 200, which is almost like a queen size, I had only 10, and that's too many. So as you can see, it's a little curveration, but this is nothing compared to what it would be if I used that smaller hook. So yeah, that's nothing. And I think with knitting, you knitters are out there. I know you are, Kimora. When you knit, I'm pretty sure it does a little curvation too. I was about to say curvature. It does a little curvation. So when it does that, what do you do? What is your solution? Or do you do anything? Do it naturally stretches out. I don't know, because with Tunisian, it's sometimes annoying. That's why I said I would steam it after, like, 5 rolls. I would steam it because it gets real annoying. But this, like I said, is nothing compared to what it would be if I didn't use that larger hook. This is nothing. Actually, see the difference. Look, do you see the difference? This right here is what I use with my regular hook. I did this earlier. And this I just used for the first time with the J hook. So as you can see, this one is a little bit open and this one is not. This is annoying when you are actually doing Tunisian crochet. This can be annoying because as you're going, it literally curls up in your hand. That can be annoying. So what we do is use a larger hook just to start off for like the first 3 to 5 rows, and then go to your little hook, the hook that you're going to use for the whole entire thing. Then you go use that. Okay, you can see the difference. It's crazy. It's amazing how one trick can save you from a chaotic situation. One hook, that's it. And so I bought the hook, but I don't think I would use it, to be honest with you. I'd like my steam method. Do you use their purl method? Huh? I don't understand. What's the purl method? I know what a purl stitch is, but I don't know what a purl method is. I have used the purl stitch a little depending on the yarn weight, but not as much. I block and steam at the end. You knit too? Lakeisha, what else do you do? You're just so, see, and I understand why you have key crafts, because you're just so crafty. You should do that Joann's thing. I'm telling you. A lot of you on here should do that Joann's thing. It's $100,000. Get that money. It's $100,000 grant, and all you have to do is tell why you like crocheting, well, or whatever craft you're doing. If you're sewing, or if you're a crafter, if you paint, if whatever you do, it's just beautiful. It's beautiful. I love it. Okay, now I'm back to my hook. My hook with the handle. I'm back to my hook, and I'm gonna keep on going. Oh, this is so much better. I don't know why, but I love this hook. And I don't know what it is, but some things is like you are just so used to, and your hand is just, or whatever it is, it's like memory foam. My hand has a memory foam with this, because I could just go in and out like nothing and just keep on crocheting, Tunisian crocheting like nothing. Okay, so now I'm putting that over and yarn over and pull through, yarn over, pull through 1, and yarn over, pull through 2. Now, as you go, make sure that your tension is the same throughout, because I noticed in the past that when your tension is not the same, you tend to have loopy loops, and you don't want loopy loops. You don't want that. Okay, so before I show you how to bind off, I want to show you how to do coloring, changing colors. I don't want to show you how to bind off when I already have this on the hook, and that means I will have to start all over. So while we have this already up here, we're gonna change colors. Let me find a color that is a contrast to that, because now that I'm thinking about it, that was not a smart idea to use variegated yarn. Oh no, duh. I know why I use variegated yarn, because I do have something I'm gonna use to change. Duh. Duh, Shauna. Now where is it? Where is it? Okay, here it is. So this is a something I'm currently doing. This is an order, and this is an order that I am currently doing. It's a scarf with camouflage and cranberry. I hated the colors in the beginning when they first told me they wanted cranberry and camouflage, and I thought they were like out of their rocker. But the more I'm doing it, the more I'm loving it. I think that this is going to be one beautiful scarf. Can you believe I'm already getting scarf orders and hat orders? Yeah, I am. That's amazing being me. It's amazing being me. Actually, Sherry, Miss Sherry, I see you on there. I have your hat and scarf as well. I use the Addy for yours, though. I have an Addy machine. I use the Addy machine for yours. Okay, so I am going to change some colors. This is so fun. And then next week, I'm going to show you how I do my Graphghans with it because it's a little bit different. It's not extremely different, but it's some things in here that I would do a little different. So the thing about it with this is you have no other choice. You can't just stop. You have no other choice but to do the forward pass and the return pass. In order for you to complete the stitch, you have no other choice but to do it. So some people don't like that part. Some people don't want to do that part because they feel like you're going back and forth on one row. To be honest with you, it is so much easier to me, quicker. It's nothing to it. So I don't understand why some people just don't like it, but it's so easy. So right now I'm just going back um on here. So I took it off. So when I had put this up, what I did was because when this come apart, you do not want it to come apart. Oh, no, no, no. So when I put this in my Diva bag, yes, I have a Diva bag where I put all my projects that are currently, that I'm in progress working with, you know, my current whips. What I would do is I would use a little clip. Now I have like thousands and thousands of these because I also use this for my yarn so that my yarn don't, you know, the string hang. That's what I use. So when I do this and I finish with it and I put it up so that I can come back to it at another time, I would put either a paper clip or a little clip, something. This is a bendy clip. Put something on it so that it does not come through, because if it comes through, that is like the worst nightmare for Tunisian crochet, especially when you're changing colors. Because like if you ever use the Addy, that Addy machine, that knit machine, no, 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 don't tell me how to fix it, because my behind would do 140 rows and see one row that skipped and then take it off and do it all over again. I swear to you, I did it like 10 times to the point where I don't even want to touch another knitting machine ever again. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm venting about the knitting machine. I apologize. Um, I'm sorry. I'm looking at your questions. Everything, that's my problem. Oh, yeah. You do everything. Everything. I'm saying it in the voice of my niece. I said, how do you know? She goes, because I know everything. And I was showing her how to crochet, and I couldn't understand how she knew how to put her hand a certain way and everything. And I'm like, how do you know? Because I know everything. And she, at the time, was only 4, but I'm a good teacher. Absolutely. I saw that on Joanne's a while ago and thought of you. Oh, you thought of me, but you didn't say anything. But I saw it. I saw it. I love Joanne, so I'm always on Joanne's. Wow, you can do a border with this. Mariana, you can do anything. I'm diva. I'm diva. I do anything and everything. I do everything. How do you change colors the end without listen? Listen. You are going over and beyond. No, let me stop. You asked the questions before I even get to it. You are on point. You are on point. You are on point. And I really thought you knew how to do this. I really did. How do you change colors the end without the color going to the row? Example, last stitch on forward stitch. Can I do it first? And because what you're saying to me right now is mumbo jumbo. I will have to do it. Example, last stitch on the forward stitch is purple and the first stitch on the return pass is white. So I have a little trick for that, but you never gave me a chance to even say it. So I'm going to tell you in a few seconds. I'm going to tell you. You're so on point today. I love it. I love it. I love it. Drop stitch Eddie is no fun. Cheryl. 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 We not even going to talk about drop stitch Addie. I'm not going to talk about drop stitch Addie. I totally shared and tagged you in that post. Aw, you did, Stacy? You know what? You probably did, and that's probably why I found it. Thank you so much. You probably did. My mind is on like fire. I'm sorry. I apologize. I have to hire people to do stuff for me. I really do. I'm hiring people. I can do it a little, but I'm left with a lot of tails, and I know Diva don't do tails. Diva don't do tails. Nope, nope, nope. Diva don't do tails. Okay, so all right, let's go so that we can answer this question for my love. You know what? What is I said your name earlier and then just that quickly I forgot. What are you? You're on here as Creasy03. I said your name earlier and now I forgot, but I know exactly who you are. Cynthia? Is it Cynthia? I know exactly who you are. Now that I just tried to figure out who you are and who your name is, I forgot what I was about to ask. So, okay, so anyway, we're going to do on my hook. I have, well, not on my hook, but I have the 2, which is the border. This is actually part of my graph. I'm sorry, if I would have thought about it, I would have had it up there, but it was honestly no need because I'm not teaching Tunisian crochet today. I mean, I am teaching Tunisian crochet, but I'm not teaching the Graphghan part, so I don't need to show you the graph, but next week I will. But I added the border. This border is actually on the graph. And then inside is this is like the end of where the name is gonna be. It's gonna like spread out to like a frame. So basically this camouflage is gonna be like a frame, and then this is gonna be like a name. I can't describe it. That's the best way I can describe it, but it's gonna look nice, you know, because Diva's doing it. It's gonna be nice. It's gonna be fine. Okay, so I just needed to let you know the border I have on both sides. That's 2. Then you have the middle, and then in here where most of my color changing is. Okay, so now we're going to start with your first chain and then go to the next one. That is exactly where this color is, where the border is. That's what you want to do. You want to have the colors line up. So that's the best thing about Tunisian crochet. It lines up exactly. Whereas with crochet, it's jagged. It's like one way go this way and another way go that way. So it doesn't exactly line up the way you want it to line up. But with Tunisian crochet, it does. That's why your image comes out much sharper than regular crochet. Okay, so now we're going to pick up our hook. All right, we're going to pick up our hook and we're going to pick up that new color. But before I do that, what I do is I take the old color and just drop it over here. So it's basically I'm crossing them so that I am locking it. Okay, so as you can see, that red is over here. Let me see, I'm sorry. So the red is over here and the camouflage is about to be on my hook. Now I go in and pull up the camouflage, yarn over and pull through. And then I just drop this. You don't do anything with it. The only thing I did was bring it over to cross it. That's it. So as you can see, it kind of locked it in. It's crossing over. Yeah, let me see. Make sure that it's crossing over a little bit. Okay, so now I'm going all the way till I get to the next color. And I keep on yarn over and pulling through, pulling up, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through. Now, next it's time to go to the next color. So now that I have to go to the next color, what am I going to do? I'm going to take this camouflage and put it over because again, we have to cross the colors, right? So I pull that over, pick up my next color, and go in my loop, yarn over, and pull up. And then I drop this camouflage. That's all you're doing is crossing it over so that it's locking in. And then I go in, yarn over, and pull through. And then you have them all on your hook. It's nice and neat. All the colors are lining up. Now I take the color I have in my hand, drop it over, pull up the new color, which is the cream, and I'm going in. Now as you can see, you have this what is it, cranberry. The cranberry is over, going across, because we need to make sure that we are crossing it so that it's locked in, so that you do not have any, the reason why we do that is so that you do not have any holes or any gaps in between in the back, because that can happen. You can have gaps in between, being that they're not actual stitches until you go back when you complete it. It could be a gap here, and we don't want that to happen. So now we're going in, yarn over, and go through. Now we gotta change colors again. Pull that down across and pull this cranberry up again and do it again. Now we could drop that cream down. Okay, now the cranberry, pull it over to the side, pick up the camouflage, and do it again. Now, like I said, make sure that everything is lining up as you're doing it. Just make sure it's lining up the way it needs to be lined up, and that you're not skipping anything, because sometimes that can happen when you're changing colors. Okay, so now I could keep going until I get to the end. when I get to the border, and then I'll change colors again when I get to the border. One second. There's a knot in the camouflage yarn. I don't understand. I think most of my knots are with, most of the knots that I get is with Red Heart yarn. Because this is Red Heart camouflage. And for some reason, it's like they have more knots than any other yarn. I don't know why. Oh, that's annoying. I didn't even see that before. Okay. Okay, so let's finish this row so I can show you how to do the return pass. So the return pass confused me in the beginning. It really did. I was so lost, man. I was lost in the sauce. Okay. As you see, I am putting this over here to the side, picking up my cranberry, and I'm at my very end. So we're not going to fight. We're not going to be dramatic because it was easy going in. All right, so now we're going to do exactly what we did before, and we're going to do the return pass. So make our chain, yarn over, pull through 1, yarn over, pull through 2. Now I stop. So whatever is right here, not this one that's right here by your hook, but the one that's next to it, that's the color that you are going to change to. So say for instance I'm going all the way here. How do I know which color I'm going to use for the return pass? It's the color that's on the right. So the color that's on the right is the camouflage. Plus, I also know I only had 2 at the end, so that also can tell you. But I'm going to take my yarn and do the opposite. Put it towards the left, my left. So now that I'm putting the yarn towards my left, I am locking it in, doing the return pass. So now it's yarn over, pull through 2. I tug on that a little bit just to pull it down and then keep going. Yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over, pull through 2. And then keep going until another color comes up. So even if I didn't want to count, at least I know once I hit that new color, bam, I have to change colors again. So now I'm up here where the red is with a cranberry. I didn't know I did that. I did my own trick. I didn't know. Okay. I did not know I did that. I don't know why I did that. Okay, so now you're going to pull that over to the side and pick up your cranberry. Because cranberry is next on your on the right. Yarn over and pull through. You still got cranberry on your on the right, so yarn over and pull through. Now you got white, well, cream. You're gonna pull your cranberry over to the side toward your left, pull up the cream, when you pull up the cream, you're gonna yarn over, pull through 1, 2, well, pull through the 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Now you got, what is that? Wine, cranberry, burgundy, whatever you want to call it. Red, whatever. That comes up next. So now you take your yarn in the back and you do the same thing. And you're just going to keep doing that until you get to the end. So now we're going to go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. So as I'm going, it changed again. The color on the right is now camouflage. So now I got to change the colors again. So now I'm going to take that, put it towards my left. Take that, put it towards my left. Pick up my camel. And then yarn over, pull through. Yarn over, pull through. Yarn over, pull through. And then keep going until I hit the next color that's going to be on the right, my right. Yarn over. Now, here we go. There it is. So now I take that, put it over here, and then pull up the cranberry, yarn over, pull through 1, yarn over, pull through 2. So let me tell you, just like in my pop, lock, and drop, you know, when I tuck it in the back, that's all I do for this as well. I just tuck it down in the back a little bit because sometimes that just tighten it up a little bit. I'm going to show you how you add it though. How are you going to add it? You know how to change the colors, but I'm going to show you how to add the color. Let me drink some water and answer a little question. So you bring old color over and down, and bring the new color up and over. Okay, so Cheryl, I don't understand that. I just got lost. I don't understand. But I think that's what you trying to say. What I did, right? That's what I did. I'm gonna do it again. Okay? I'm gonna do it again. We gonna get this. We gonna get this. So is it like crochet? All of the strings still need to stay in the back. Of course, of course. Well, with this, you kind of sort of have no choice, because you're not turning around. So all the strings are automatically going to be in the back. And then, not only that, all your strings hang, because yeah, all the strings hang. There's no need for cutting it and starting all over, because some people do that as well. I seem to think that bringing your work up as you go is not a problem, because it has never been a problem for me. And when I show the back of my work, it's like a mirror, almost like a mirror image of the front. The thing about it is, it's not as pretty as single crochet. Single crochet or half double crochet, basically crochet is prettier. It's prettier than when you're doing this. All right, so let me show you how to add it, how to add a color. Okay, so this is how we do it. This is how we do it. Okay, so I'm going to do the border. And like I said, the chain is already on the hook. Always count it. So yarn over and pull through that. So that gives me 2, which includes your chain, which is being counted. You're going to pull that over towards the right, pull up your next color, and I'm going to do 3 of these. So I just need the yarn over, pull through, and then just move that over to the side now, because we only needed to pull it over that one time. And 1, 2, and 3. Now I'm going to add the cream. Okay, so what I'm going to do is almost like putting on single crochet, well, half double crochet when you're crocheting and you're adding a color. It's almost the same thing, except for one little slight difference. So what I'm going to do is, like I said, I'm pulling this to the side. I'm pulling it over to the left. I'm taking my yarn and I have it in like a little loop. I'm going to put my hook already in the hoop. So my yarn is in the hoop already, in the stitch, I'm sorry, in the vertical stitch. I'm going to take that loop and put it through. So once I put it through, it's on your hook. And that will be your one stitch. The thing about it is, what you gonna do? What you gonna do with this that's hanging, this tail, right? So now, say if we have just one right here and you don't need any more, you just need that one, you leave it alone. And when you come back, then we will do the same thing that we did with this this chain here. I'm sorry, the tail. And you put that on your hook and you just keep going and moving it up. But we're going to do more than that because we can go more into that next week when we're doing a Graphghan. So I am going to go all the way over. So since I'm using the same color, I'm going to take the end of my yarn. So I always have, whether I'm doing crochet or Tunisian crochet, a kind of a long tail because I want to be able to make sure it's locked in and don't move. Okay, so I'm in there. I am moving the tail over to the left, yarn over, pull through. Now I'm taking my tail and pull it down towards the right. I go in and I'm pulling up a loop and going through. Now I'm taking my tail and putting it back towards the left again. So I'm going in. The yarn is going to be on top of your hook. So every other stitch, you're basically going in and out. So now I'm pulling it towards the right again. You're going in, and now it's not on your hook. It's going to be on the side. Yarn over and pull through. Now you're going to pull it back up again. So you're going to go into the vertical stitch and put it back on top. Yarn over, pull through. And then one more time, we're going to do it again. So the thing about this is, right, let me tell you something. When you are doing this and you're going in and out, this is how it looks in the back. It just basically looks like you're going in and out. The thing about doing this is wherever you stop at, you always want to make sure it's pulled towards the left. Because if it's not, like if I stopped here like that, this is going to forever get in your way. This is going to get in your way like crazy. It is a pain in the neck. See, like it just jumps up for some reason. It just attacks you. I don't know why. So I always try to stop at where it's going towards the left. It is just something to think about. I'm going to do it over again just so that you can see what I'm talking about. But when you're going in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out, just make sure that this is pushed over towards the right, towards my right. Make sure it's pushed over to the right, because if it's not, then it's going to keep flopping up and it's going to get in your way. For some reason, it's just so annoying. It's so annoying. But yeah, I'm going to do the last one. And the last one, I'm able to yarn over and pull up one, and it's already down. So I don't even have to worry about that, because that last one I was able to put it towards the left already. Yeah, and so that's how we start. So when you have the more of a tail, you can do the Z formation, which is my Z formation that I do with regular crocheting. You could go back with this if you want. But we could do that next week with the Graphghan. So I'm gonna pull this up, this cranberry. I'm going to take both the end and my yarn that I'm using. Take this, go in, and yarn over and pull through. And then that's doing it one more time. Yarn over, pull through. I'm going to pull it over towards my left, pull up that cream, pull up that cream, and go again. Go in your stitch, yarn over, pull up one, and now take that cranberry and push it back over towards the right. You only need to do that one time. So I need to do 2 more of the cream. 1 and 2. So now I'm going into this color. So now that I'm going into this color, I'm going to take this color and put it on top of my hook, yarn over and pull through. Drop that, pick up this color, and I'm basically doing the same thing over and over and over again. You just want to make sure that you are locking the colors, basically crisscrossing them. So as you see, I picked up this camouflage and put it on top of my hook, yarn over and pull through. Then I drop that, pick up the camouflage, go in, but make sure that I'm crisscrossing this. Yarn over, pull up, and then I drop that again. So when I do it again, it'll be locked in there. Okay, so, and that's how I add a color. So when I add the color, that's all it is to it. If I need to add a color on this end, I'll show you in 1 second. So say if I need to do this border and then the next row, that very first one needs to be a different color, I will show you how to do that. And then I will show you how to do the first one. And then I will answer your questions. 1 second, 1 second, 1 second. I'm trying to pull up the other color so that we can do that color. Cream. Might as well just use cream again. Okay, so I am going to, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the border. But when I do the border, I need to make sure I change the color for the next row. Sorry. I need to change the color for the next row. So as of right now, I don't do anything. I will do it when I get to the next one. So go in, yarn over, pull through 1. So if this one, actually I could do it here. So if this one needs to be a different color, then what I would do is, yeah, I'll do it here instead of doing it at the other end. You're going to go into your side. Make sure you have the 2 on your hook, the 2 parts of the stitch on your hook. So sometimes I notice that it splits. I still try to make sure that the whole entire stitch is on here. You don't want the end of it, because I noticed sometimes when I did that, it would leave, the back of it would leave like little gaps, and you don't want gaps on your work. You want it to look good. Saks Fifth Ave, not Bradley Woolworth or Kmart. So just make sure you're getting to both ends. Now, once that I put my hook into that end, I am going to add the color the same exact way as before. Loop it in there, pull through, and yarn over, pull through one. And then you're going to leave this loop right here. You're going to leave this here. Make sure that you are careful with it so it doesn't come off or anything, because when you come back, you're going to do the same exact thing. And for however many stitches you need to use it, you're just going to carry it up. Okay, so now I got to change color again, because the next color, even though this one was the chain, my next color is the cranberry. So I have to change it. So yarn over, pull through two. You see what I just did? So that left me with one solid cream color here, and one solid red here. If I would have used this white, this cream for both, you will see the cream in between here, and it's almost like cross-contaminating when you're doing your crochet and you are carrying your work. It's almost like that. So that's why use this one here on the right, use that as your color guide. So when you change your colors, you change your color to the one that's on the right of your hook. So now I'm going to move my yarn over to the right, because now we're going back. So it's a return pass now. So return pass, all your yarn that you are crisscrossing is going to be towards the right. So now let's pick up the camouflage. The camouflage is next on the hook. Actually, I have to add because I cut it like a smart diva. I cut it. Or like someone I know says, like a retard. A retard. I cut it like a retard. Okay. All right. Retort. Why did you cut it like that, retort? Okay. So, because is no such thing as retard. Of course, is no such thing as retard. Nobody is retarded. They're retards because they're sweet like a little tart. Okay, so now let me just shut up and do what I'm supposed to do. Okay. Let me drink some water. Salita said, Diva, how do you start? Oh, that's a old. Okay, I think I answered your question. You guys asked me questions before I even get a chance to even do it. That's right. Y'all on point. Okay, so now I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to take my loop. Make sure you have a good enough tail, because you want your tail to be long enough so that you can weave it in as you're going. And yarn over, pull through two. Yarn over, pull through two. So when you're doing the return pass, there is no crosserations, no crossing. You cannot cross. You cannot try to lock anything in. There's no way of doing it. I tried, believe me. If there is, let me know. Let me know so we can change the game together. Okay, so now it's time to change the color again, because why? I have that. What color is this? Red cranberry. Goodness gracious. red, cranberry, whatever. I don't care. Whatever is next. Yarn over, pull through both. Now I'm going to pull down, like I said, pull down on this a little bit just so that you can lock it in a little bit. I just have this thing about locking it in for some reason. Yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over, and I can't do that. Why? Because I have the cream. The cream is on the right. So if I yarn over, say if I did it again and I yarned over and pulled through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, look at what happens. Yarn over, pull through 2. Look at what happens. That's not cute. That's not cute. So now you have the vertical lines, but the top part up here is a different color. So that's why you just got to be careful to make sure that whatever color is on the right of the hook, whatever color is on the right of this first color, that's the color you're going to change it to. So I can't use this cranberry anymore. I will have to use the cream next. So I'm going to take the cranberry, put it over towards the right, pick up my cream, yarn over, pull through 1, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 3. And then I have the cranberry again. Tug down on this in the back, pull the cream to the side, pick up that cranberry again, yarn over, pull through 1, yarn over, pull through 2. And then you start to get some type of rhythm. Well, I do. Get some type of rhythm. And once you get your rhythm, you're able to like fly through. Well, I can. And then you just keep on going. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Take that, since now you got the camouflage next. Take that cream, pull it towards the right. Pick up the camouflage. So everything has like a method. Everything has like a rhythm. When you're going to do the forward pass, when you're crossing your colors, you're going to put it towards the left. When you're doing the return pass, or your colors, when you're crossing it, put it towards your right. Okay, so now is the border. And then I'm going to show you how I add a color on the border, and then that's it. All right, so now I'm going through 1 and I'm going to stop. So if I go to that next row, because that next row needs to have a different color, this is what I do. You stop, just like how you would do in if you're doing regular crochet. Before you finished the complete stitch, that's what you're doing only for this side, for this one only. Because remember, this chain stays on that hook. That's always going to be on the hook. You don't really do anything to it. But if you change the color, this is when you need to do this. So I'm going to change the color. I'm going to do the same thing. Have my loop with my tail, a good long tail. Okay, take my loop, put it on my hook, and go through both. Go through both. Okay, now we're going to pull down on it from the back a little bit so that it's a little bit locked in. Now that we have that on there, you just be careful with this a little bit because you don't want it to fall off. So if you only need it for that one stitch, you do absolutely nothing. And then you go to the next color. you go to the next color, you go in. So what I would do though is we have to move it over because we're changing it to the next color. So we have to lock that in. So I would move it over towards the left because we're going to do the forward pass. So I would go towards the left, pick up that cranberry, yarn over and pull through. And then I would put that back, put that cream right back where it was. You got your cranberry on the hook. Now your next one is your camouflage, and you're doing the same thing all over again. Put that towards the right, not right, left, sorry. Because we're doing a forward pass. So now we're going to go to the next one, yarn over, pull through one stitch. Then we take that cranberry and put it over here to the side because we only needed to do that once, and then you do this again. I'm going to take that cream because I just went over that cream, so I'm going to take that cream and put it over the hook, so I am crossing it so that there's no gaps in the back. So say if I didn't do that, say if I just went ahead and went to the next one, yarn over and pull through, it's kind of sort of like in the back, it's loose a little bit. And you just don't want anything loose. So I just suggest you take it, put it on top of your hook like that. Yarn over and pull through. Then you could let it go. And then if you have to change colors again, change colors. If not, you should be good to go. I'm going to finish it so you can see this end, and then I'm going to ask any questions. So if you have any questions, please ask right now. And if you have any thumbs up, please try to give me some thumbs up if you think that I deserve it. Thumbs up, ladies. Thumbs up. And if you have not subscribed, please subscribe because you will want to know what else I am going to do. I'm always doing something, and it's always informative and entertaining as well. This week is Week of the Diva. Week of the Diva is for your benefit. I got together with some crazy awesome ladies who are just so awesome. I thought it would be great if they talk to you guys to help you with your business. And tomorrow starts Coach K. Coach Kawan. She's gonna help you with the legal part of your business and learning how to get some grants and some interest and money. And she does workshops. Like, she is such a diva, a boss diva. Then you have on Thursday BZY Peach. I want to know, is that for Busy Peach? I want to know, is that for Busy Peach? But BZY Peach, oh my gosh, I am so blessed to have met her. I think she is just one classy lady. And to talk about craft, having a craft business, because she is just so awesome with it, how she make her patterns, how she has her business, how she network. It's just absolutely awesome. And I think it would be such a great idea for you guys to talk to her. Well, for her to talk to you guys so that you can learn how to be a busy peach. Or apple or banana or whatever you want. And on Friday is Toy Huff. Oh my gosh, did I really just say Toy Huff? She is the psychic chick. She is going to give you a reading. You are going to talk to her and ask her if this is what you like. If you do not like, or if you do not believe in it, if it's something that you do not understand, This is so understandable, and you do not have to watch. You do not have to be here with us. You can even just watch and not even say anything, because we want to be nice, right? So I'm only doing the psychic chick because she helped me with my business. She was able to help me by explaining some things that I honestly didn't know, because some things you think is self-explanatory and it's really not. Some things I needed to hear from someone, and she was able to channel that information from my ancestors. If I tell you, she conjured up someone, or they came to her, and my ancestors came to her and actually told her what I needed to do for my business, and it worked. Okay, when they told me I was going to be financially stable, I did not believe it. I didn't believe it. But let me tell you, it came true. And it's not just for me. She helped so many others, because I had her in my group. She did it like twice before. So she was able to help some others. So I hope that she could help some of you. If you're interested, it's free. Come back. She will be here Friday. So tomorrow, 7 o'clock, with Coach K. And tomorrow's Wednesday. Thursday with Busy Peach. And then Friday with Toy Huff, the psychic chick. And that is all going to be at the same time, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday at 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. So make sure you write that in your calendar, put an alarm on, click that bell so you can get notifications. Just in case you forget, you can get the notification. Plus, I like to post every single day. So you can be able to be here to enjoy that informative information so that you can have a great business. I'm telling you, I try hard and I do research so you guys can have great businesses. I love what I do, and it was hard. Believe me, it was hard to get where I'm at, but I appreciate where I'm at, and I think my life is all about giving. That's why my name is Givens, because I have to give. My last name is Givens. I was born and raised as Shauna Givens. So Shauna gives in all the time. I really do. But yeah, so I just want to be able to help you guys with your business like I was helped. Okay, so right here, let me tell you this real quick. Right here, I have the white here on this side. What I need to do is, I don't have it. When I came back here, there's no white here. Why? Because I used it for another area, and the tail is really, really too small for me to even do a return pass. So what I'm going to do is I am going to take the white that was over here. So it was white here, or cream, whatever you want to call it. Then it was 2 burgundy, and then white again. And then I will yarn over and pull through. So that's what I would do. Or if you didn't even have that white anywhere near it, and when you do your return pass, all you're going to do is just add it. That's all. Take your loop and just add it. Yarn over and go through both. Make sure that you just tighten that up a little bit so that when you come back, you could take that tail and make sure that you are going to weave that tail in. So yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And then you would never even know you came into that situation where you ran out of yarn. I'm glad that happened so you can see. Okay, so now I got to pick up the camouflage. yarn over, pull through 2 all the way to the end, so I can show you how to end off with that color. So now it stopped. I gotta do the burgundy again. Oh, I don't know why I keep calling this so many. I don't know what I'm doing. What am I doing? I'm calling all these colors different except for the camouflage. Go through 1. So as you can see, well, I don't know if you could pay it, but this one is a little loose, and that's only because we really didn't lock it in that well because it's just that 1 stitch. So when we do this, we're going to actually give it a little tug. All right, so we're going to yarn over and pull through both. When we pull through both, tug down on the back a little bit, and you should be good to go to start all over again. So now that I have this 1 on the hook and I still need this 1 color here, I would do the same thing. I would pick up the tail and put it over my hook so that I can actually no, if I have this 1 little tail and I need to change the color, I'm sorry. I apologize. I can't do anything else with that because this right here is the chain for that 1 on the end. So there's really honestly nothing else to do with it. But because I still have the tail, I'm just going to pull the tail over. Actually, I'm pulling both over. The tail and that the hanging yarn. I'm going in, yarn over, pull through, and then I'm going to take the cream and then push it back over. And that's it. That's basically me pulling it over. That's all I did was just pull it over so I could lock it in, basically crossing the 2. And then that's basically it. And then you start all over again. So as you can see, my sides are pretty neat. So just be careful and make sure that when you're doing it pretty neat. This side always is neater than this side. You should know why. This side is always a little tight. So like I said, make sure when you're doing it, when you're doing your chain that's going to be on your left side, do it loose because it tends to bunch up, and you don't want your stuff to bunch up like that and it's like going like that. And sometimes that can happen if this is too tight. So make sure this is loose enough so that you're going through both of those stitches. All right. Okay. So, how are thou? How are we doing now? Are we okay? Hi. Hi, Just Sprocket. How art thou? Hi, Just Sprocket. I seen some people be not tie knot. Oh, I need my glasses. I've seen some people tie a knot when they add new colors. Is that good to do? Also, if you only have 2 stitches for new color and it's to the left, what do you do with the end? Did I answer your question already? I think I answered your question. Yeah, but as far as of tying your knot, no, never tie a knot. I don't. I mean, if that's what you want to do and that's something that no, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. I just wouldn't do it. Um, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't tie no knot because you don't want knots in your stuff. You don't want knots in it. So I wouldn't tie a knot at all. Exactly what I just showed you should be good and great and good enough for you to be able to finish your project without it coming apart. I don't like how grainy I look. Give me 1 second. 1 second. I don't like that blurriness. 1 second. Let me see if I answered your other question. Did I answer your other question? Let me see. Mm, is that better? Is that better? Do that look good? This looks way better, right? It's my camera. It's the laptop camera, that's why. What else? What else? What else? What other questions you have? I think that's it. Oh no. Do you ever use any of the other Tunisian stitches like Tunisian knit? Absolutely. Actually, I was always told to in case you don't want to use the larger hook, or if you just want to make it prettier, you can use the what you call it, the honeycomb stitch, or any other stitch that you want. You could use that, and when you do that, you could do that for like maybe 10 rows, and that will come out really, 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 really pretty, because that would be like the ends of your scarf. That would come out really nice. So that's something you could do. What else? Sorry. You could do that. There's other stitches that you could use. I did a couple of them. I don't do them all, of course. But there's so many stitches out there. And Dory sent me this book. Oh my God, I love it. I was looking at it and I'm like, oh, I want to learn this. Oh, I want to do this. So I'm going to Graphghan everything. So now that I had that book, I'm teaching myself how to use that certain other stitches to do a Graphghan. I don't understand why I'm so Graphghan fanatic. I don't understand it. I don't understand. I'm a Graphghan fanatic. I posted all the blankets I've made on TikTok and Muffin Crochet. Okay. I don't have TikTok, but I will definitely look at it. Okay. Muffin. Eli, on TikTok, Muffin Crochet. Can you look that up for me? Muffin Crochet. Okay, so if you don't have any more questions, we did our 2 hours and we are good to go. This looks so weird looking at this camera like that. But I don't like it. I don't like this camera like that. Sorry. You had to look at a grainy Shauna. I don't even know. Like, it wasn't grainy yesterday, so I don't understand. I'm gonna fix it by tomorrow though. Guarantee it. I'm gonna fix it tomorrow. So, did I help you? Did I answer your everlasting needs of Tunisian crochet? Join me back next Tuesday to do part 2, which is so we're going to do like a little square, and we're going to do make a heart, because you know hearts are just the best. So we're going to do like a little dishcloth or something with the heart, and you're going to see how to change the colors with the heart. It'll be really simple, and then you guys can move your way up. I'm thinking of doing a cow, a crochet, and that is the bomb with the cows. I'm putting Annette in charge. Annette, you're in charge. We're going to do a Tunisian crochet cow. So we did this last year, right? And a lot of people never knew how to do a Tunisian crochet scarf. How about they use that for their gifts? And that was one of their first gifts that they made. So when we did our cow, it was a Tunisian crochet scarf. I provided, everything is free. Everything is so free. So I provided the graph. So you're going to have the option of maybe 3 graphs. That's it. I'm not going overboard with it. And you pick one of those 3 graphs, and then you use it, and we could go and do a Tunisian crochet scarf, and something that you could keep practicing with. That way, You could have something to give as a Christmas gift, a holiday gift if you don't celebrate Christmas. It could be a gift for someone's birthday, whoever. It's just something that you did, and you did it as a Tunisian crochet piece, and you take that, and we're gonna do some mock-ups. Okay, we're gonna do some mock-ups so that the mock-up can get you more customers for your Tunisian crochet. Oh, wait. I said muffin crochet or crochet muffin.
Oh no.
I'm not. I'm not. I am not gonna say what he just. No, muffin crochet. See right here on the screen? Muffin crochet.
On what?
On TikTok.
You was find it.
Put at muffin crochet.
Oh. I put muffin crochet, that's what popped up.
You put muffin crochet and that popped up?
Yes.
Lady Kadiva, what do we have here? I'm not even going to tell you what that was. Why would that come up? Let me see.
I just put crochet.
That's why. That's why. You didn't know? That's why. That's why. Because I was about to say, I don't understand why that would come up. Just use your imagination. Crochet. It's a letter missed.
I missed the letter?
Yeah, you missed a letter. Lady Kadiva, I didn't know you were Lenore. I'm done. I didn't know you was Lenore. I can't stand you two. I didn't know you was Lenore. All this time, I never knew you was Lenore. I'm done. I'm done. I didn't even need to look. I already know who your work is. This is Lenore. Oh, this is Lenore. I know Lenore. I know who she is. Why am I thinking you were somebody else? Why? You guys and your names, okay? All of my names on all of my social medias, they all collaborate. So you know who I am on Facebook. You know who I am on Instagram. Even my email, you know who I am. Man, you just tricked me. I had to step away for a second, so I don't know if you already answered this question, but will you be teaching us how to make the border next week as well? Border? Elaborate your question. I'm not understanding. What do you mean by border? Like this? This is the graph. This is how I already had the graph. So I don't know if you mean this or you mean after I'm finished the whole thing to add a border. Clarify that. Clarify that. My face is priceless. Natalie. Natalie. Yeah, buddy. Missed the letter. When he missed the letter, that's what came up. He doesn't even know. That's the crazy thing about it. That's what made it so funny, because he really don't know. He don't realize what he just looked up. But for someone to actually have that on there on TikTok, I'm actually questioning TikTok and whether or not he should be on there. I don't have a TikTok. So am I going to get my stuff out there on TikTok? I may not be able to. So I really don't know if I could tell you, Lenora, if you can do it. Because I need to do more research. You know me in research. I can't give you an explanation on how to do something without research. Let me do my research. Let me get back to you. Let's see how we could promote and market on TikTok. I'm pretty sure you can, because they're videos. But that's not really a location I think you should be putting your stuff at. I don't think so. Because it's short videos. You don't need that. You need another platform. Instagram, Facebook, maybe even Pinterest, but TikTok, isn't TikTok more for like little short how-to videos or entertainment to market your product? I don't know. But like I said, let me do more research. I'm not a TikToker. I don't even have it on my phone. But my son is. He's a TikToker. Oh, okay. I didn't realize it was part of the graph. I thought it was. Oh, yeah. Oh, that would be a cool diva, huh? If I did that, right? No, it's part of the graph. I had already added it in. So a lot of my graphs, if you see the borders, like 3 colors on the side or maybe 6 colors on the side, that's because I sometimes just add it in as I go. Only certain ones I do that for. I don't do it for all of them. I'm doing it for the one I have now, which is the Cookie Monster. So I am putting a border on it, but just to seal the deal, I'm putting 1 single crochet around it at the end. That's it. The border on the outside makes it look like it's more in like a frame, but the main reason why I was always told to do the border is because it's almost like sealing the deal. It's like making sure that it's like packed in good and all your ends are nice and neat and that there's nothing out of wonk. Because remember, when you are crocheting, some ends are in and out and all over the place. Even if you block it, it's still going to be a little wavy on the side. So when you add that border, it's nice and straight and good, and you ain't got to worry about that. So that's why I always do that 1 single crochet on the side, or sometimes I go a little bit creative and add a border or edging that's like different colors, or like a multicolored one, or depending on the Graphghan that I'm doing, I would do some type of theme. You gotta be creative. So when I do my borders, I try to be creative depending on the I'm trying to see if I have something. I do. Eli, you ever call your kids the different? I was about to call him my other son. Come here for a second. Can you give me that blanket so I can show them real quick?
What blanket?
I know, right? I'm saying give me a blanket and it's a bunch of blankets. No, that one right there. On top of that. In the middle of it.
Which one? What?
You see that one all the way on the top? That white one on top? Move that over. Move it over. And it's that one. Yes. Thank you.
It's in the middle.
Give it to me. I said the one in the middle.
There was no middle.
Boy.
There was no middle.
So this is a border that I did for, this is a basketball court. So I did a basketball court and I decided to do this. I never liked it though. So I honestly never wanted to even give it to the recipient because I didn't like how I did it. But some people like it, some people don't, but I would never do it again. I never did it again. But this is what is this? The Heat? I think it's the Heat. No, not Miami. He lives in Texas. He lives in Texas. So what is it? The Hornets? Yeah, the Hornets. So that's what this is. It's oh man. Or is it the Rockets? I don't know. I don't watch basketball. Yeah, it's the Rockets. So this is the court. So this is the basketball court that I did. And it was for my cousin, but I never gave it to them. So yeah. It's a basketball court. But I never gave it to him to give to his daughter. I need to, but it's been years. So I almost want to do it over again because this is before I was doing my it's still upside down. Yeah, I really want to do this over again because it's not what I would create now. What I would create now would blow that out of the box because I that was back in the days when I was still learning how to graph. So if you think it looked good, Sorry. It doesn't. It doesn't look good, not in my eyes. So, did I answer all of your questions? I use TikTok with Facebook and Instagram. Your videos, hashtags need to be on point. Oh, okay. What's yours? What's your I'm sorry. What's your I was about to say what's your hashtag? What's yours? Is it key crafts on there as well? I'll go check it out so I'll know. I'm trying to look at my greeny picture and find out why is it so grainy. But all right, guys, thank you so much. I hate saying guys. Why do I keep saying it? All right, sunshines, thank you so much for coming on. And again, tomorrow, Coach K is going to teach you how to do LLC, grants, investing in your business, how to do business-like things. She's also an author. She does so many things, and she teaches you step by step on how to be a boss. She teaches you step by step. So she's going to talk about that. She's going to talk about how, you know, she came from a domestic violence relationship to where she's at now, where she's on top of the world. She's been on the news, different types of articles, magazines. She's doing her thing. Thursday, Busy Peach. She doing her thing too. And Toy. I also have it on YouTube too. You have everything, huh? Okay, so you guys have a good night. Sunshines, have a good night. And I will see you tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern Time for Coach K.